So welcome back to Miracle School of Chess YouTube channel. So now we are going to study about very interesting Anand game with Joshi Chess Academy, Mr. Joshi from Pune. So, hello sir, how are you sir?
Yes, yes.
So just now I start the live sir.
Oh,
Just now I click the button sir.
okay.
So sir please, I will, once again I will check sir. So what is the live uploading like that sir? Within a 1 minute we will start the class sir.
So we are live.
Yeah, we are live once again sir.
Okay.
Yeah, right sir. The line is clear. Welcome sir. So first of all,
Yes.
I warm welcome to you because you are giving the very great opportunity to all players and me and everything. Right sir. The live is going on very well. The stream is okay. So you please welcome sir. You please introduce yourself sir. Our viewers are ready to know about you.
So thank you, Miracle School of Chess, to invite me and also you give me an opportunity to talk over here. I am Rahul Joshi. I am a chess coach. I am a FIDE instructor, a FIDE arbiter as well as a national instructor, certified trainer and arbiter from World Chess Federation. I teach chess. And like Dinesh sir, even I am a chess enthusiast and I love to spread awareness of chess. So today we are here with a very special game. So it will be very good game for all of you.
Yeah, right sir. Once again, dear viewers, so please check the voice and volume and everything. So we are planning about that. How did we going to develop the chess regarding the YouTube channel for welfare of the students and chess lover, everybody like that. I and Joshi sir talk many more time. So that time we planned it. So we make it one collaborate videos regarding like take a Vishwanathan videos, one better game. So not a Vishwanathan after world champion, that will not be that type of videos. So we took young Anand games. So when it is on the 18, 17, that is a young Anand games we took it, and Anand is a very exposed game to give the all students and childrens. So they will be very rich benefit like that. So I and are talking about that one. So that's why we are making to plan this live videos. So once again, I'm welcome to Joshi sir. So regarding our academies and everything. And Joshi sir is very effective and enthusiastic and very knowledgeable. So and one more point, he's a very much experienced in the chess field. And even though so we are doing also very well in our places in TamilNadu. Sir is also in the Maharashtra places, North India, Pune, like that. So thank you sir. Thank you very much. So viewers, is there any requirement or any doubts or any, so you have discussed with the sir mean, so the command chat box is open, so you please open the chat box. I and sir will chat to you. So sir.
Yeah. So like sir told that. Like I told you, I like to play chess, I like to teach chess. Even I have a YouTube channel and we both decided to collaborate and also help the other students and all the viewers with our knowledge so that we can share few knowledge of ours. So even I have a YouTube channel, that is Joshi Chess Academy, and we will be planning to, like we mentioned, we are collaborating. So even Dinesh sir will be joining us in my channel as well. So you guys can subscribe to my channel as well, that is Joshi Chess Academy.
Yes.
You will find Dinesh sir coming in our channel very soon.
Yes, sir. Actually, I want to introduce about the Joshi Chess Academy YouTube channel. I saw before few months ago, saw the activities is nearby 6 months to the all YouTube lives, and more than so many friends are invited. Not only me, so more than friends are invited and given a very good live streaming and enthusiasm to all players, encouraging the students and everything. So dear viewers, yeah, the skill is common. So you want to not only stay one places, so you go and collect it, and we are so much of costly material we are giving in the life for student welfare. So you don't negotiate and skip and doing something. So don't do this, because whenever you go into tournament, that time you feel about this chess, why I'm losing this position like that. But if you are regular watching, our viewers you know very well. So if you are watching the videos and every in the one of the our special series is that is the Endgame Series 1000. It is very amazing. Everyone know very well. So like this type of patterns is available in the Joshi Chess Academy YouTube channel also. Actually, so this is not a word. I saw it, I check it. So he's a perfect person to engage in the chess video and doing the very enthusiast work. So that way I plan it. So you please invite my channel and give you one because compared to me, sir is very well chess with the experience with a very good communication skills also. But people to know very well. So I'm one of the very speech expert in the Tamil. So but in our state language, in our mother tongue, I'm the state speaker, sir. That's why so many persons.
Yeah, but sir is being modest here. Sir is being modest, but sir is having a very good communication skill. I have also seen videos. The explanation part is very nice. Sir explains it very nicely, and the students are able to get that. So it is a very beneficial thing for all the students. So like sir mentioned about my channel, that what I am trying to do is I am trying to invite many strong players so that they can share their experiences with all the viewers. So even sir is doing the same. Sir is inviting many of the players, and I think an international master also has joined sir's channel. I think I just saw that some camp was there. So
Yes. So one thing, sir, I just invite to one text in our regular WhatsApp group is there, sir. I invited, sir. Okay, sir. They will join, sir. Right. So before that, one matter. So we should discuss the very important task, that is a Vishwanath Anand. So, in your opinion, I'm a South Indian player. Anand is very nearest to me. I met sometime Anand and talk. Everything is there, sir. But my question, what about you feel? How is the in your vision? How is the Anand affected like that, sir?
So actually, in the before pandemic, I was there in the IFFL tournament. That is, it is happening a Grandmaster tournament in Mumbai. So Vishwanathan Anand sir had visited there. So he was there as a mentor in the tournament. So he was invited by the organizers. So I saw him. He gave a speech. So he's a very gentle person. We all know Vishwanathan Anand. A very gentle and a simple person. So he's a man of less word. He doesn't speak much, but his actions, that is, whatever he does on the chessboard, it is. We all know how dangerous he is when he's playing chess.
Yeah. So, especially, I'm also noticed there's one point. So, what is the point mean? Anand looking like very calm, but going like very fire.
Yes.
So, when it is, so that's why we are took on game. The game is young Anand game, because so not after world champion game is very high level logic is going there, but young Anand before 90s. So now in the year of 1985, 84, 85, 86, in between this year, Anand games are very, very exposed. If it is one young child just to view the Anand game, they will get more knowledge in the 80s Anand games, not especially 80s Anand games. Because in the 80s Anand games, I read it many more time and explained to all students, and everybody is fan of the 80s Anand game because we can understand very simply and powerfully. That is one point. And another point, Anand will make a very perfect the teenage Anand. No, that is a very, very fun like that. So that game also we took for the viewers and all students. So once again, before we go to the game, so my simple and humble request, dear students, we given the Joshi Chess Academy link below the description. You please go and visit, subscribe the channel. So once you get collected more knowledge, so improve yourself very well. So thank you. So now shall we go to game, sir?
Yes, definitely.
Yes. So this is the game. So in this game, Vishwanath Anand played white. One of the players played in the black, so light zone given best. And then the year is played 1984. I told you no, the young Anand game like that. Anand born in 1969, and then this is 15 years Anand, 15 years, 16 years Anand. So Anand played under 20 world champion game in the Gijawa places like that. So in this game, Anand played with white pieces. Anand, in the young Anand, prepared more structural games. Like how did I say me? Anand played making a tiny track in the chess lines because the Anand created against Sicilian one structure, against the Scandinavian one structure, against the E4 E5 one structure, against the Caracan one structure. If Anand played a nice job, he making a perfect structures. So particular structure he masters making a holding plan like that. The young Anand is very perfect. And the one speciality I noted. What is the speciality mean? Some players, if it is any chance mean, I told you one example. You get just to remind it. In case any of the position look like in the chessboard the G6 pawn moved, the bishop is not there. So some players and all players not cast black not castle mean we are going to put it the bishop and to stop it the castle. This is our major plan. But Anand thought about that. The black players we shall allow to the castle, and after that we make it attack like that. So this is the Anand inviting play. So Anand allowed the opponent what he do invite, and they will correct the mistake and calculate the calculate. This is very powerful. So looking like this game also the type of one game, right? So the game will sir will tell the plans even white move by move, and I also parallelly send the tell the moves white and black also. Sir, can you see the chessboard?
Yes, I can see the chessboard. Like you were saying about Vishwanath Anand.
Yes.
So, like in the childhood, that is in his teenage, he used to be called as, obviously now as well, he used to be known for his speed. Because one of my colleagues, which is he and Vishwanathan Anand had played in the same age groups. So he used to tell us that he was he was known for his speed. So he was a very great player, and like you were showing the game of 1984, I think at that time Anand must be just 15 years old, I think.
Yes, like that. Yes, sir.
So let us move to the game. So I think Anand is playing with the white pieces. So E4 was played, I think.
Yes, sir. Anand played E4. Okay, so shall we explain the move from the move by move E4 like that, sir?
Yes. So now there's E4, E5, D4 and D5. These four squares are the center squares. They are called as the heart of the chessboard. So normally we should start with the center pawn. So we can start the game with E4 or D4. So there are two types, like sir will be also explaining. There are two types of game. One is a tactical play and another is a positional play. So here by playing E4, Anand is starting with the tactical play, and he was master of tactics. He was very good in tactics. So now e4. Now there are several options which can be played against e4. So c5. In the game, it was played c5. This is a Sicilian defense. One of the best openings which could be played against white. And now sir is showing all the options which can be played against e5, which can be played against e4. So it can be e6, that is French defense. e5, it can be an Italian game, Cuco piano opening, Ruy Lopez opening. It can be d6, that is Perk defense. c6 is a Caro-Kann defense. c5 is obviously a Sicilian defense. And knight f6 can be Alekhine defense. And g6 can be a modern opening. So there are many options available after if white plays e4. So there are many options, but in the game a successful and a very aggressive opening was chosen by the opponent, that is e5, Sicilian opening. So now knight f3. This is a normal move. The plan is to attack control the center, that is the d4 and the e5 squares, also to make way for your castle, so that after he moves the light square bishop, white can castle. So that is the plan. And after knight c3, black again, after knight f3, I am sorry, black can play many moves like d6, knight c6, pawn e6, many moves could be played. Like sir mentioned in the g6 also could be played. Like sir mentioned that Anand sir was very good in creating setups. So whatever setups, black will be thinking white is ready for that. So one suggestion to all the players: don't by heart the moves.
Yes.
You should not by heart the opening. You should try and memorize the setup.
Yes.
Setup you should try and memorize. If you try and memorize or the moves, you will forget it, because chess is just like maths. Chess is just like maths. You cannot by heart all the steps. You can by heart the formula, that is the setup, but you cannot by heart everything.
Yes, sir. About that matter, I am asking you one simple question. The question is, we took one opening like the Sicilian dragon. So everybody knows that Sicilian dragon is going to 17 line against Yugoslavia attack 14 lines, and then it's commonly double O, triple O, everything will be there, close to Sicilian, everything, Moraxi, etc. Everything will be there. But I'm asking the question, so one player, one young player, one 10-year boy, ready to prepare the Sicilian opening. He ready to buy the moves up to knight c6, cd4, nd4, queen c5, king b1, h4, h5, rook c8, like that. These are moves are prepared. So once 16th move or 17th move completed mean, after the move he don't know what he play like that. So that is the biggest problem, and then he also confused with the move. And one more point, I'm asking you a personal question. What is the question mean? Why the many more line one player Baiga did the opening, but one day Baiga did and then sleep, get up the morning, again forget. How did sir?
It is just like when we go for an exam, we have prepared everything, and when the question paper comes, we get a question and we know that answer, but suddenly we are blank, that we don't know what to do. So when we are playing the game, we know everything. We know all the basic themes, that is speed, knight poke, double attack, or the opening which sir is telling. But the point is the exact thing it should be clicked when we are playing the game.
Yes.
So the logical thing is, don't by heart the moves, just play logically. You should know the setup, where the pieces are there.
Yes.
Then only you can do it better.
Yeah, we prepare regarding the opening, we prepare the setup, that will be very fine. Otherwise, we will forget the move again. How we move, we will forget by the it.
Yeah.
Yes. So now, after e6, black played e6. So everyone know very well the E6 is a master plan. So we have taking a Sicilian edged off, and so many opening is converted above this opening. But after E6, they are ready to plan develop the bishop. By the way, in future, not a direct move, we should play d6, then future play the d5 break, and then we should very calmly develop the bishop and knight, make it a castle, and try to develop the knight. So doing the bishops like d7 or b7 something. So we try to concentrate the queen side. This is a very important point of the e6. And then one more point, basically you know very well the center should be controlled, otherwise we will not win the game, because you know very well the evolution of human, first to find out the wheel, you know very well the wheel. So in the wheel he will put it the marking corner sideways 60 angle 90 direction like that. So once he settled on the wheel, the punching point is center mean the wheel run properly. So like a chess also, once we settle on punch in the center mean the game will going to very fine, and that is the main point in this e6 and this is every opening. This is the very logical point. So
yeah, so like sir told, in Sicilian there are two basic plans. One is a6 b5, that is playing from the queen side, and the second main plan of Sicilian is to go for the d5 break. So like sir told, directly you cannot go for d5 here. You have to go slowly. So first d6 and then d5, or if you have proper support, you can go for the d5 break. So that is very important, essential part of this opening. That is a center break, d5 break. So we have to be careful with that d5 break.
Yes, right. So now Anand played d4.
Yeah.
So sir, you please explain this move, sir.
Yeah, so d4, a very aggressive move. Now after playing d4, both the bishop, that is the light square bishop and dark square bishop is open, and this is the proper opening which is played against Sicilian, where both the bishops are developed, and he is playing the pawn in the center. He is attacking on the c pawn, which is not a center pawn, but you can see all the center pawn which is marked in red. Now it is controlled. So this d4 move is a very good move.
Yeah. So and then
now if black captures the pawn, that is c takes d4, white can bring his knight. White can bring his knight towards the center. So this is a very good opening and aggressive opening played by white here.
Yes. So whenever if you are learn 3 years, below 3 years, below 4 years, below 1 year, 2 year child mean, you should take this type of open Sicilian, because in this open Sicilian you get it here many more attacking line. This is the opening line. If you play close line mean your hand will not work, your mind will not work, your all sales will not work. So that way you choose it the open lines, open variation. So you open your all hands, the fight will improve automatically. Otherwise, if you play in this position, in case d3 mean, what will happen? The position is very good, structure is very good, strategy is very good, but the bishop will not work, the game will going to close. How did you will fight and you will be learn? So the d4 is very perfect move in this position. So now black played. Let's go to black move, sir.
Okay, so black here after d4, he has gone for c takes d4. So there are other options as well. Instead of c takes d4, he can play bishop e7, he can play a6. So there are several options which could be played by black, but he went for the proper move, that is c takes d4. After c takes d4, what white can do is he can take it with the queen as well as he can take it with the knight. Better is taking with the knight so that he can keep the knight in the center. If you imagine, the knight in the center can control many squares and many important squares. So by capturing with the knight, it will be good. Some people ask here like, white is giving a center pawn, what is the use? But the use is the activity. Like sir told, play the open variation, that is open positions. He is trying to make way for all the pieces, that is both the bishop. The activity is very important. In chess, the activity is very important. So he has given the center pawn and he will get back the position very easily here.
Yes.
So knight in d4.
So knight in d4 is very perfect. No, Anand also played like this.
Yeah.
So now
and this is a very
The only one
This is
piece
a
is
very,
in the center, that is a white knight.
yeah, and
The all pieces
this is
are
very,
stand up there, but knight only is the fighting piece. This is the advantage.
yeah. Also, this is a very famous opening, that is accelerated dragon, accelerated variation of Sicilian. So it is very aggressive. So now after
Knight f6. So knight
knight
f6.
f6,
Develop with attack. So in this position, some players try to play. If it is e5 bit, what will happen? So some players are trying to attack the knight. What will happen like that? So, but this is a blunder. Can you guess?
yes, this is a blunder here.
Because the pawn is arrived supportless, so we can make it a double attack plan. So we are teaching proper line. So I just told you a very one interesting point like that. Okay, sir, what about the knight f6 plan, sir?
Yeah, so knight f6 here can be played. Also, knight c6 can be played. If you go for knight c6, it is a normal accelerated variation. But if you go for knight f6, it is a center counter, Sicilian center counter attack. So after knight c6, the normal plan is to attack on the pawn. That is the center e4 pawn. So now, obviously, once the pawn is pushed ahead, you cannot take it back. So you need to support it. So like we just discussed about pushing the pawn, if you push the pawn, queen a5 check is coming up and it is kind of a double attack, you lose the e5 pawn. So pushing the pawn is not a good idea. What you can do is support the pawn. How you can support the pawn? You can support it by your knight or by your bishop. But keeping your bishop on d3 square will not be a good move, because for this bishop you can keep it on a c4 square. That will be a good square for the bishop, or you can keep it on the b5 square. Also, if you keep the bishop on the d3 square, you are blocking your own knight. The support is gone. So keeping the bishop on d3 square is not a good idea. You can keep it on c4 or b5. So the correct option here is after knight f6, I should go knight c3, and I think this was played in the game. Knight c3 to support the pawn and also develop a piece. Developing a piece is very much important.
Yes, right. Now, black played d6. Already we discussed about these moves. So you should play first slowly and perfect development, then go to attack. That is a perfect plan. If you play directly d5 something, mean you will going to lose some pieces and pawns and some attacking chances and centers also, because the white is very perfect, two pieces development. Black is only one knight development, and that is also behind. So backward is development. So we should make a pieces and do it a castles. So this is very important. So that's why we played d6 to control the squares and then developing the pieces. So more chances there. So in this position, white played f4. So this is very notable move. Sir will explain to you. So sir, Anand played f4. What's the plan of f4?
So f4 is a very aggressive move here. Some people say we should not play f4 in the start because your king will get opened. It is a very risky move. But what I feel is, even Anand sir have told in his interview that a player should take a risk, but he should take a risk in such a fashion that he is able to understand it. Risk is important, but he should not complicate more of the things. So f4 is a very aggressive move here, which is played by white. F4 is definitely a world-class move here. But what do you feel of g4, sir? Instead of f4, white can play g4 as well. f4 is no doubt a very brilliant move to control the center. But what about g4? What do you feel for g4?
Yeah. G4 is very nice move, but once the G4 is the major plan of this particular structure, but especially in this opening, if it is pushed the G4 pawn isolated mean, again and again we first send up the pawn without proper support, then we can play rook G1 and make it some attack like that H4. The attack will continue to take a lead, but once we push it the pawn, already Sabu told you no. So once you push it the pawn will not get back. There is a very minus. The one biggest book is there. The book is almost the book is going to 1000 pages here, but the book simply told one point. If you push the pawn, the position will going to maximum minus like that, because the pawn will not come back. So you push the pawn very going to carefully and take it a plus. Otherwise the g4 is going to a very good attack, but if you prepare the g4 mean, it will take a good attack. Otherwise anybody going, without knowledge going to push a g4 mean, so get back very hard, I thought.
Yeah, so like sir told, I would like to explain on this. Like sir told, if you go for G4, you should know the plan, and that is the exact word. Because one student told me, sir, I got a grandmaster coup, but thinking for the grandmaster coup is okay. You can pick for the grandmaster coup, but
for one game, the grandmaster learned to spend many more hours and getting a many more experience, learning many more hours and practicing everything will play, because he played a very essential tournament and life deciding tournament like that. That's why he played like this, because we are seeing without what is going on the background, without we playing exactly G4 mean, we're going to face only lose the experience, bad experience only.
Yes,
okay? So your point is right. One grandmaster was playing the G4. That's why the little boy look at the game and go and play the G4 like that.
Yes. So this was my point. So grandmaster is playing the move with all the plans. He knows the plan, but you don't know the plan. So here, like I mentioned, G4 obviously the plan is to go G5. But like sir told, you have to be careful. And also one important point which sir told is, if you move the pawns, it is quite obvious that when you move more of the pawns, the nearby squares get weak. So you should obviously try and not move more of the pawns. So G4, yes, it is a good move, but for your level guys, you should not play G4, because it will be difficult for you to handle the situation further.
Yes, right. So
F4
this question Anand played F4. So this is the system of Anand system like that. Because Anand played many more games. If you see not a one game, this one games. After the end of the class, you go and collect the Anand all games. You look the position against Sicilian black opening. So Anand played developing the pieces very perfectly and make it a bishop E3, then triple O, after G4, G5 like that, then E5 like that, the queen F3. This is an Anand system like that. The system is also very successful, familiar also. Any fresher players is the fresher player means below 2-3 years learning chess candidate. You get here some rating is like 1300, 400. I mean, definitely you choose and apply this game, it will going to guarantee success without most failure. So this is the biggest advantage in this position. So F4 system. So now in this position, opponent played a knight c6. So what is the plan of knight c6? Sir, what about you feel the knight c6 like that? Because the move is bishop e7 is also is there. If it is bishop e7, there is also fine make it a castle something play. But comparison bishop knight, what is the difference, sir?
Here, like you told, bishop e7 could be played, pawn a6 could be played here to avoid the knight coming on the b5 square. But he has gone for knight c6. The idea is to exchange the center knight. The d4 knight is a dangerous piece which is sitting in the center. So the plan of knight c6 is to exchange. Exchange the knight. So that is the important plan of going there.
Yes, and everyone know very well one point. That is very simple point. Before develop bishop, the knight, you should develop your knight, because you know very well knight is like a knife. You can't go and fight. You go and fight. But bishop can like a gun. You can shoot anywhere of the place. That's why now the bishop is working. Look, white bishop is working. But the knight should develop me, knight will work. Otherwise knight will work, will not work. So that white, so before develop your bishop, develop the knight is better option. That is one of the simple and notable points also. So now white played bishop e3. So bishop e3 is very perfect move, because the knight is developed after playing dark square, make it a triple castles. This is one of the advantage. And queen f3, almost we told queen f3 is familiar system is g4, g5 and f5. The bishop where it is you want developing, you can develop anywhere of the square, because all square will going to success. b5 and c4 is quite better. e2 and d3 is normal moves. But anyhow, the white is going to finish a perfect developments, and the attack is also running on the 4th, 5th rank. So looking like the attack is going on the very advanced position, but black played attack is on only 4th rank, that's all only. But the white is going to take an advantage attack, that is a bishop e3. So now bishop e7. So many players thought about this position, bishop e7, ready to make a castle and something like that. But you should take a time. Before the king is going to, when it is, you need it, there is no move for the development, mean you can do it castle. Otherwise, any child is there, mean you do it castle. Any try to develop intermediate player, advanced level players there, mean you concentrate your develop. The king is center, mean sometimes king will be safe, mean you should keep it the center also. So you just look the king and take a decision and do it a castle. Otherwise, you try to develop the concentrate your develop. It will be very good. Bring it forward. That's all. Now queen f3.
Like sir told, chess is a very situational game. You cannot be rigid here. You have to be flexible. You have to see the position and then play. You cannot decide and go that I will be doing this only. You have to be kind of a flexible that what is happening in the game. So game awareness is very important. So now after bishop e7, now white is going for queen f3. Like sir told earlier only that Anand used to play in this format or in this setup. He used to play queen f3. He can play instead of queen f3, bishop b5 could have been played as well to pin the c6 knight. That is also an option here. Bishop c4, but bishop c4, bishop b5. All the moves are possible, but queen f3 looks very good here to keep the queen on the king side and try to attack, like sir told, before g5.
Yes.
Also, white is looking to go for long castle as well.
Yeah, this is the turning point of this game. So players, you be ready. In this position, some players think about the knight is exchange, but I told you very important point. I was studies one book. The book name is Accurate Attack, right? Analyze to Win. Yes, the book name is Analyze to Win. That is very wonderful book. One of my all students will be compulsory to study this book because the book is having many more options. In the book, I noticed a few years, like 15 years ago, I noted one important point. The point is very simple. Every exchange is not equal. The 3 point, another 3 point will left from the chessboard, but every exchange, the equal point mean the point is also once it is the exchange is going on there, mean the exchange is not equal. The exchange will give a very slight plus to the opponent or white or black any one side. The exchange will not give neutral. Sometimes very rare 5% or 7% is there. Otherwise 90% exchange is not equal. You will get a little plus or maximum plus or a very positional burning initiative plus for the one side. That is a important point. In this position, all players thought about the knight is exchange. Knight 3 point. Another knight is going to right 3 point. But that is not a matter. Once if it is exchange is going, that means the exchange is not equal. The exchange will be given slight plus or maximum plus or initiative attack given to one side. That is a important point.
Yeah, so very rightly said that every exchange will not be giving a people think that we are exchanging, but like sir told, it is a very accurate and a correct point. So all the players be careful about that. And now here, like knight into d4 is a blunder.
Yeah.
Knight into d4 is a very bad move.
Yes. Because my opinion also, if it is black lose this game, this is the first initial point of this blunder. But this is not a direct blunder. This is a first initial blunder.
It is first blunder, but for Anand it is a big blunder. You are lost. Directly lost. So I think instead of knight into d4, black could have played something like castle. Black
it is make doing the castle something, it will be very better. Otherwise a6 is there, something we will try to play.
Yeah, black can play castle.
Bishop d7 quite interesting. Everything will be there. Bishop d7 quite interesting. That's all.
Queen c7 is also an option. Pawn e5 is also an option.
but they played knight d4, bishop d4. But this is a world champion match tournament, so this is not a normal tournament and federating tournament and something playable tournament, not like that. This is the under 20 world champion tournament. For the world champion tournament, one player prepared many more times taking a decision in the initial stage of moves. Initial stage of moves, maximum will prepare. So after for 30-40 moves will on the board playing, but initial moves should be prepared. Everybody is going to prepare like that. But in this position, bishop d4. Now after knight d4, bishop d4, maybe black prepared like that. But the prepare is going to success or failure in this game. We will see. Yes, after bishop d7, white do it castle. Yes. So now the 10 move is going to finished. So this is the analyzing method of 10th move analysis. Every coaches and every professional players know very well. So if this reach 10th move means we should keep it the game very hold and analyze what is going on there. So which kind of attack we should take like that there. So now the 10 moves is going to white started with the 10 moves. So now which type of the game going will be going like that, we should guess it. Sir,
like I told, you should be aware of what are your strengths, what are the weaknesses in the position, what is the opponent's strength, what is the opponent's weaknesses. So this is called as an analysis of the game. So you should be knowing what is happening in the game. It is not just we are just playing the move to complete the game. You should know what could be the plans.
yes, right.
So now you can, if you see the position, white is looking very good here because the black pieces are very cramped. The position is very cramped. The pieces are not developed.
Yes.
So the pieces are developed but not in an active square.
Active squares. So and also the important point, castle. Castle with an attack. Castle with an attack. This is the very important point to the white favor side. So and once it is bishop development mean you know very well. So when the rook and rook connected mean that time opening is totally completed. But once bishop development mean the white going to completed his work in the opening. But the black after doing one more move castle and then queen moves take a 2 moves like that. So anyhow white taking a good leading attack. So now played queen a5. So this is very wonderful move for, I know very well the making a castle to connecting the rook, that is one important point, and making an attack by the queen side play, and then giving the way chance to rook c8 to threatening the c3 square, by the way capturing the a2. So there is many more options there, but is there any minus there, sir? In this
Queen a5 is a okay move here. Black have also done castling. Queen a5 is a definitely good move, but castling was a good option, I feel. But Queen a5, yes, like you told, he's trying to be a bit aggressive, trying to pressurize white by playing Queen a5. But I think Queen a5, then white can also have an attack. So yeah, the Queen a5 move is okay.
Right. Yeah, for queen a5 is very okay. So now in this position, this is the breaking point, e5. So we give the chance to viewers like that. So what is going on like that? So what is the maybe plan of the e5? So that is very attractive move. So Anand played e5 is very fine and wonderful.
e5 is a very good move because he is pressuring on the f6 knight, the b7 pawn is hanging, and the king is still in the center, so white is trying to attack. So e5 is a very aggressive and a central breaking move which will be very dangerous for black.
Yes.
And now black has to be careful. Obviously it is, after that knight into d4 move, it is almost becoming minus for black.
That is
Now he has
that is
settled.
the first starting minus point. So if it is lose the game in first starting point, that is the seed of the losing. The dream will
Yes,
be
yes.
finished, but that is a seed. So in this position, if it is captured, mean, so you know very well the calculate is going on. What is the sacrifice and everything is going on? Because the 9:30 we are planning to close the live session also, because the young child we see mean almost the play, all children are watching the phones and medias to the online classes and everything. That's why we don't want to take too much time. So we take the game first. Bishop c6. So many players play like that. After many of them played after exchange, push pawn, push knight like that. But in this position, black played whatever it may be. We first attack the major main pieces.
But I think if black played d into e5, queen into b7 is coming up.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so if black is taking it, he will not exchange the pawn, he will first take the b7 pawn. That is queen into b7.
Yeah, if it is make it a castle, if it
Yeah,
is
it
make it a castle,
will
that is also not good move, because after get out the knight like pawn takes pawn, so after queen takes pawn, so sorry, after pawn takes pawn, knight will going to get out, the bishop is going to attack.
yeah.
The
Yes,
counter attack will
yes.
be continuous going on. The very long calculation will be there. So after bishop c6. Anand played bishop b5. This is a very perfect time to develop the bishop and attacking the king. So very pressure move after bishop b5. So in case the queen will capture, mean knight is also captured. So this is also after bishop capture, mean the season is going to very counter attack place there.
Knight fork is coming.
Yeah, it is also very counter attack place there. So not a yes knight fork. One second.
Bishop b5 is a very excellent move.
Very winning point of this move, because often we're going to stun. So what about we are going to attacking the queen, but I am going to attacking the king. I don't want queen, I want only king, like that play. That is the
Yes.
attitude. Right. This person often played a knight d5. So he ready to make it an attack, like, because now whatever it may be, now the piece is going on. After bishop into pawn into knight into queen into some pieces is going on. So in this position, on knight into d5, you know very well we cannot capture this one because going to family fork. So if bishop also cannot capture, only move capture with the pawn. This is the only move. So now. So I told you very important point. So in 1985, like that, in between these Anand games, if you see me, you will be shocked, because Anand almost won all the games against uncastled castle king. This is the very important point. Uncastled king. So he played against uncastled king because he's the very master of the uncastled king. If it is castle win, he will taking a massive attack about the regard the castle king, like that. In this position, after e d5, the opponent is going to, the attack is going on. So Anand played like bishop b6, bc6. So now this is the bad opinions and process about this position. So now, sir, what do you feel this position, sir?
This is losing, that definitely losing for black. Double pawns on d5. The king is in the center.
Yeah,
He cannot
the
castle
pawn
lock.
is in the center. That is the biggest point. If it is exchange mean, we should answer the exchange, because we cannot avoid it. If it is a cutting mean, we should return cut. Otherwise, we will lose the pieces. But the king is also in the centralized. The rook also connected. So once rooks are connected, means the attack will be very fire. So we catch the open fire also, the game will going to finish. So after e d6, so this is the plan. We don't want to anything. First we open the king, then we make it anything. Right. After e d6, there is no more change. Bishop d6. Now rook. So h e1, because this rook want to attack this file. So that's why the rook is going to sleep. You take and attack the leading the attack against the king. So now, what is the good move for the black king in this position? So can you guess? So first of all, we can't use the bishop black. If it is blacking the bishop, mean you know very well after going to attacking the rook, then we return back to attacking the bishop. So there is so many chances there, and then queen will simply play like this, attacking the pressure. So finally we lose the pieces. And if it is we blocking the bishop mean, and you can't move the king also. If it is you move the king mean, directly rook will capture the bishop. That is one point is there. So now in this position there is no other move for black answer the check. So opponent played kept the king e8. So I told you about uncastled king. Anand almost fight against it, taking a massive attack against the uncastled king. So this is the specialty of Anand. So now in this question played a queen d7. This is a queen g4. This is the very interesting move. What is the plan of queen g4? And then this is one place is there. So after queen g4, opponent played a rook g8. So now Anand played a queen d7 to threatening the bishop and to capturing this all squares and attacking this way is going on. So what about queen d7, sir?
I think black played that rook move, that is rook g8, a bad move because the king cannot run anywhere. He could have tried to play something like g6 to protect that, and now after not g6, sorry, f6. We should have played something like f6, but now after rook to g8, now queen d7 is totally gone. Yeah. Because after this now the bishop is hanging, the pawn on c6 is been attacked, the rook can come into action.
Yeah, we are looking, the game is going to simple and very powerful, but this game was played at the world champion match. The Anand look like Anand, another child will play the state level, district level, rating level, national level, and then selected to play in the world champion at the age of 17. How much time will journey, but Anand played taking very simple powerful attack. Because already when we started beginning of this age, we told Anand looking like only simple, playing like very fire like that. Yeah, right. So now after queen d8, so we don't want to discuss this very blundered move, I thought. So what will happen after queen d5? So viewers, take your time. We are also watching this move within 1 or 2 seconds like that. You also please find the move. What will happen after queen d8? Because the queen is maybe in the overload, because trace attacking on the d6 and then diverting to the e8 squares. The e8 square is also there, and the queen is also fighting these more places, because in this position there is no moves. If it is played bishop in another place, means the rook will going to jump and the diagonal is also going to weak. There are so many problems, that's why there is no chance to play the queen d8. So in this position Anand played as absolutely rook e8. So you know very well. So can you calculate 2 move, 3 move calculate like that? Because the king is already told the rook g8 is one of the blunder, because the king cannot run away from anywhere of the place. So that is already position is cramped. So the king is going to, if it is in this position, black bishop, if it is not present, means the king will almost going to within a checkmate few moves like that. That is the point. So after rook e8, there is no more moves, queen going to e8, then queen into d6 check. You know very well there is no more moves, going to queen e7. What is a good move in this position for the white side? Answer. What do you feel in this question? How did opponent play like that?
Yeah, I think like we are just discussing the position, black is just making it minus. So, but the point is, if the position is minus, we need to identify whether the position is minus or not. So if if the opponent is playing bad, we need to punish the opponent. So what Anand sir is doing here is, if the opponent is making mistake, he is not leaving him. Yeah. He is directly attacking and exploiting the weaknesses which the opponent is making. So that is very much important. Normally what player think is, okay, he is making mistakes, so I will win. But it is not that. You have to identify what mistake he made and what are the weaknesses, like we just discussed, the strength and the weaknesses of the player. So now almost the game is gone. You will see there are 2 rooks for black, but now after this move it is almost gone now, because the rooks are not well coordinated and the king is placed in a very bad square. The queen is also doing nothing. So now white is having a bishop and a rook, but it is going to be an end very soon now after queen into c6.
Yeah, very good move. How did you find this? So attacking the bishop and the diagonals is settled on the same diagonal. This is the minus of the position. So absolutely after your move, like Anand also played. Anand played that move. You are also playing the same move. After queen c6, the opponent resigned the game. So not like an opponent, he's also a young prepared child in the 20 years, below 20 years, world champion. How did he finish him very sharply? This is the beauty of the 80s Anand games. We are the fans of 80s Anand games. 80s Anand game mostly strong. So we are not preparing, we just took up the one game like that. But the game is going to very fire. So
Yes.
So we almost talk about this position. Well, shall we go to the back, sir? Yes. In this position, this is the, we are going to talk about few mistakes. This is the mistake number 1, right, sir?
Yes.
And then this is the looking like a brilliant move. After Anand played a very excellent move, that is also will be a very bad move. The knight e5 is maximum only move like that played. So after this one, the position will going to collapse. So one checkmate, there is no more moves. If it is played with king where it is mean, the queen will also come giving a very great attack and giving a more tortures. Finally he will he is also very good player, no? That's why after going to king f8, the very brilliant move queen g4. There is nothing like f6 is move there, but that is also it will take good time. But the position is going to very minus. That is the biggest problem. After rook g8, start with the king. Where will go to the king? Almost controlled by the rook. The black diagonals is also there. If it is going to queen, then queen will going to working white diagonal, black diagonal, and rank also controlled. Almost catching the neck of the black king. That is a biggest like
rook g8 was very bad. Rook g8 was very bad. You should have played something like f6.
Yes.
But to stretch the game, but that is also minus because after f6, rook e6 is coming up.
Yes. Going to queen d8, there is looking like a normal move, but Anand played it, there is no given time to the opponent like that. So after this one, he played compulsory to queen black diagonal, the diagonal is dark diagonal, then going to c6, make it a multiple attack as well we talk. Going to bishop, pin with attacking the piece, losing the many cases. I especially thanks to sir, you are giving a very great opportunity to us and our viewers also because you are a very good, kind person and very dedicated person also. So thank you for giving very great opportunity to me. And what about this game and this experience, sir? How did you?
So the experience was very good. The selection of the game was very nice because, like even sir told him, I am fan of Anand's 80s game. All the games I am fan, but this 80s game even I like Anand sir playing in such a fashion because I have also heard many things about Anand sir. Like I just mentioned that I have one colleague who knows Anand sir in this age. So he used to play in the same. My colleague used to play from Maharashtra and Anand sir used to play from his state. So they have played against each other many a time. So many things. My colleague used to tell me about Anand sir that he used to be very lightning speed. He used to play in very lightning speed. He used to be a very tactical player. So many things even I know about Anand sir. But this game, yes, it was a very brilliant game. Like I just mentioned, if one is making a mistake, you have to identify it and go for the attack. So that is a very must thing. And also thank you, sir, for asking me to join your channel and share something about the game. So it was very good experience for me as well. Thank you for inviting me, and hope the guys are getting good opportunity by you. Obviously, you are doing many good videos. So hope to see you again soon, and we'll be doing many things together.
Yes. So, and one more guys, this video will be published within 1 or 2 days in Joshi Chess Academy YouTube channel. So guys, you please watch and subscribe the both channels and be active, and please share with your friends. This type of very energetic session is going on there like that. You please stay online, because whatever today I put it on the WhatsApp status also. So whatever it may be, this year given a very great learn. That is a fighting capacity will given. So for a chess player with given a very great opportunity, because all players and parents told many more time I'm heard about that. Sir, I don't have a time anything. I cannot take it to leave so many school days for the schools like that. But finally, he has given a very great opportunities for only the chess game is going to mega hit success. You can learn in the online chess classes very perfect 110%, not 100%, because you can see the pattern now, how he's going to attack, how he's going to prepare, the attack is going on like that in the euro mark, the plan is giving collections, and without very short time we will start the class and set it on one place. 2D board can go. If it is karate, we go and show the and it will be very hard, but the chessboard can see give the 2D board model. The 2D board model will be very perfect to see and learning with the audio and video like this type of patterns. So guys, my request, you learn the chess with the perfect, and the online class, Sir also provided the online class, I also provide the online class. So many players we are near with you, and coaches and giving the online chess. So my point is, you learn chess with stay online with more, so develop your skills. So this is my one of the well-wisher points like that. So Anand, sir, really thank you very much for giving the very great opportunity. I'm not expecting this live will be fine this much of better like that.
No, thank you for asking me.
Very happy, because this process is going to very good, given a very great good experience.